Hello, this is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I have a journal that I'm putting in my Etsy shop to share with you. This one is called Moments, and I am using the kit called Defining Moments by SenecaPondCrafts. So you definitely need to check out her site below. I have featured her work before. She has amazing digital items, and I love this kit. She said that she was inspired by Tim Holtz, I believe, and while I can see that, she put way too much of her own personality and in it, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and it stands on its own in its own right. No homage to Tim Holtz needed. Anyway, there's going to be some noises in the background because my boys are playing Legos in the room next to me, and there's no way to keep them quiet. So anyway, so what I did is I have a cardboard one signature 60 pages. It's fairly chunky for what it is. It is a little smaller than my normal ones. I think it's like 5.5 by 7, something very close to that. And I covered it with this fabric that I got at a thrift store, and I actually made my kitchen curtains out of this fabric, and I had leftovers, and I thought it just went so perfectly because it has like little people and vintage and outdoors and all that. So I believe this was supposed to be the cover. She has many pages in the kit, and there's one that's like a front and back that's a little bit larger than all the other pages. So I ripped it kind of in my signature way, and I stitched around this girl here, and then I added this paper flower that was in some Happy Mail I got, and I put that on here. And if you want to see the stitch all the way around there, and so we have some little gold eyelets and some this jute twine for the closure. And I did something totally different inside. I used this vintage lace, and I made a shaker pocket for the front and back. So there are paper flowers inside, and you can see them. There's paper flowers inside. There's 2 on this side, and then on the back, there's, I believe, I don't know, 4 or 5, something like that. And I have little threads everywhere. And these are smaller ones, and they just kind of, you can shake them around in there, and they move around, and they're just little fabric or paper flowers floating around in the front and back. So let's get right into it. I love her pages. I love the soft pinks and the creams. So this says Precious Moments, and this would be a good place to put, you know, your family name or something like that. I clipped on this little piece of bling and added some vintage trim. These are her little people that she created. They're so adorable. I turned this one into a little tuck spot and stenciled this index card for more journaling. Here's a little paper ribbon. I added a couple pieces of coffee dyed paper as well. This is some more of this vintage lace, and then I just added a button. There's lots of dictionary pages in this journal as well, or, you know, in her design. She has a whole page of labels. I only used a few of them. She included many, many beautiful labels. And then I added a Hobby Lobby keyhole stamp there. And then she has some gorgeous journaling cards, so I added that. And then a little heart paper. Excuse me. And she has, and one thing I absolutely adore about this kit that I do not see frequently is she has multiple backgrounds, not just 1 or 2, but pretty much she has a different background page for each of her journaling pages. So this one is lines and lace, and I love that. She also has these butterflies, and I wasn't sure exactly what they were supposed to be used for since they're rather big. I could print them smaller and use them on the pages, but I decided to make little butterfly pages. So you can write on the wing, and then I used a combination of a glimmer mist and color shine to spray on the other side. Here I clipped on, this is like an envelope. To me, it looks like it's shaped like a little purse or a clutch, but I left it open so that you can open it up and journal inside of it. I love the bird on it. It says extra notes. And here's another one of her little labels, and then some of my coffee dyed paper. And I added a punched out distressed butterfly there. This says sister. Some more lace and another butterfly page. And then I added a Tim Holtz sticker that says happiness. I stamped here. And then I added another one of her journaling cards, and then I took a paint chip card, and it's for parchment white, fence post white, and meeting house white. And I just did some stitching and added some journaling space on the back of that. Stamped here and put a Tim Holtz sticker. It says to keep, added some lace. And then a Tim Holtz sticker down here, our house. And here's a vocabulary card. And then I put the definition for lucky, and that's a Tim Holtz sticker. Here's another one of her little people, and I just tucked in a little playing card. And I got this in Happy Mail as well, and I just added it here to the edge as kind of a tab. I think it's gorgeous, and I did some stenciling here on this paper, coffee dyed paper, and then a stamp and another one of her labels. So I made a little corner spot here and a coffee dyed tag for journaling. A little flower clip that you could use anywhere you want to. Here's a coffee dyed ribbon and a pink flower. I added the Dreams of Beauty. I love how she has like little labels so you could either write or put things. Here's another little butterfly page. And then she had these file folders. And I was really inspired because they're offset. They're different. And they have all these vintage advertisements and things on them. So I lined them with coffee dyed paper, and then I put a Tim Holtz number sticker on them. And then I used some pieces of ephemera from AboveParrCrafts, and you can check out her Etsy shop. And I have a little pink tag and a little guest check in this one. And then in this file folder, I have one of these filing cards and one of these library cards. And so those are filed away. They're wonderful for journaling on. And then they are clipped here, like so. And then this is one of her tags that folds in half. I love the stitching on it. It looks very realistic. And I just folded it over the bottom of the page and added a little heart to the paper clip. Stamped a stopwatch on that page there. And then here's a little corner tuck spot. I cut out this little lady sewing from one of her tags, and I glued it on here and put small contributions. These are from the Smash Book, little Smash Books that you could buy last year at Tuesday Morning, and I just added these in here, books I want to read and best place to go for, which I thought would be great for family memories. And then I added a little burlap flag and a button, and then there's some gold ink splatter that I have, mistake, but I made it look added down here. There's another butterfly page and another one of her tags that I folded over the bottom. Stamped on this page. And then I made a double tuck spot here. This, it's part of, it says Wildflowers of America, but it's an envelope. And this was the center of it, but I didn't really want another envelope in here because I used up so much space with the file folders, and so I ripped it out and sewed it on this little quilt square that I got from Cheryl, and that's hand stitched, and then I machine stitched it on here, and you can tuck here and then behind. So I inked up and distressed 2 tags from AboveParrCrafts, so you can journal on those. It's another paper ribbon. I love this page with the books. I added a gold paper clip here so you could use it anywhere you wanted to. And then there's a doily spray here in the background, and then this says no regret. And then my stamp there, and then you have the shaker pocket in the back. So I had so much fun trying something new with this journal and using her gorgeous kit. I love how it came out. So check out her shop, and this is listed in my shop if you would like to buy the completed journal.